Hey everybody, it's Riley, and today I just wanted to share with you some of the things that are going on in my life. But before I get into that, I want to apologize for not getting a video out last week. My aunt ended up in the ICU for a few days, and so I just wanted to put this on hold to be able to offer my full support and attention to my family. Luckily, she is now home and is doing better, so we're very grateful for that. But yeah, let's dive in. So the biggest thing that's going on, and I kind of hinted at it at my last video, talking to lenders and realtors, is that I want to move out on my own. It's been surprisingly good living with my parents for the past year since I moved back from Maryland, but it's still living with my parents. And after being on my own for like 6 years, to then coming home and trying to blend two lifestyles into one house, for as well as what it's gone, I'm also okay with it not being that way anymore. And so I've been looking at different houses on the market and evaluating what I can afford and what can I get for what I can afford, and is it better in the long run to buy a new house and buy some land and do it that way, and what are some of the things that I can do, on my own. My family, has done a whole bunch of remodeling and additions and things like that. So what can we do on our own versus hiring it done to save money and this and that. And so just a lot of stuff going into that. But sometimes I feel like I'm not any closer than when I started, but I have been able to rule some things out and also have a little more idea of some of the things that are still options. And so hopefully I'm wanting to move out by like next spring, even late spring, May, June, that time of year. So hopefully that will all come into play very soon. Just because, again, it would be nice to be out on my own again and have the privacy, and that's probably the biggest thing, is having the privacy and the safe space there. My parents don't know that I am transitioning. My mom knows that I've wanted to transition, but I don't think she's aware that it is like fully happening. Like, yeah, I just took my second testosterone shot on Thursday, and like, this is a real thing. This is actually happening. It's not just talk. It's not just a phase, like, this is life. And I'm not really sure how well they're going to react to that. So I kind of just want to be able to have this all kind of lined up in case the reaction from my family, not only my parents but my siblings that tend to come over a lot, if those reactions aren't the best, I want to be able to have an out and a safe place to go to. All right, my battery died, but we're back. So yeah, other than that, the biggest thing is, work's going well. I just got a promotion there about a month ago, and so getting used to the different responsibilities there. And luckily they have a lot of ways that you can work your way up in the company, which is really nice. I don't know if I really want to stay in retail management, so I'm kind of looking at some of their corporate options and kind of going from there. The only problem is I don't have a business degree at all, so I gotta kind of figure out, how much do they do with like learning on the job and things like that, versus, you must have a degree to do this, and figure out, what's more important. Because if I move out, I definitely can't afford school, and I really don't want to get student loans. I took 4 classes last year and was able to pay it out of pocket, and I just prefer to keep it that way. So I'm not continuing to pay on a degree when I'm not even fully guaranteed a job when I get done with it. So that's kind of some of the other stuff that I'm looking at, and what's been going on. The other main thing is, I've been going to my trans support group, which is great. There's a lot of great people that I have been meeting there, and just a lot of good friendships and support that's coming out of that. It's nice to be able to, text up one of the guys and be like, hey, have you ever experienced this, or have you noticed this, or, get different advice from them who have been, going through it. Some of them a whole lot longer than me, and some are, just as recent as me, or, within the last year. But it's nice to just kind of have that outlet and have people that can truly, understand what you're going through. And so I've been doing that, and yeah, that's pretty much been the main focus of life right now. But as different things kind of pop up, I'll let you know, and any progress on some of the stuff I shared with you, I'll give you updates about the house and if that's going through. Or so yeah, so that's the update right now. And be sure to keep your eyes out. There's going to be a video coming up soon about my 1 month on testosterone and different changes that I've seen. I just took my second shot last Thursday, and so I'm going to talk about that. And I want to talk about some of the things to help with dysphoria pre-T. And so that's going to be coming up in the next few weeks, so keep an eye out, and we'll see you next time. Bye.